Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode of Mikasa Sukasa, and I am your host, Niko House. And I wanted to share you all a situation that has happened not only to myself, but to several other independent journalists as well. While I was doing a live stream on Facebook, I started to discuss the topic of Facebook censorship. More specifically, even the very fact that they limit the ads that you can have on your Facebook video. So for example, if I was doing a live video on Facebook, I would not be allowed to advertise those who would be paying me, any of my affiliates or my sponsors, just because I'm on Facebook. Which is kind of ridiculous, because if I have a business and I am running my business, they cannot tell me, unless it's obviously a violation of some type of copyright law, they can't tell me that I can't advertise my affiliates on my YouTube page, or excuse me, my Facebook page, or my Facebook live video. Not only that, but as you all know, Mark Zuckerberg even discussed that he's going to essentially increase censorship to try and once again silence independent journalists even more. This isn't exclusive to the right or the left. This is anyone who will not parrot the establishment media narrative, no matter what side of the political spectrum that you're on. This seems to be a common pattern, even one being followed by Twitter. As you all know, I'm sure that anybody who's subscribed to me or follows me on Twitter, you all know that you got emails saying that you may be following or retweeting a Russia bot. It's getting scary, people. It's hard to grow and reach more people and create the awareness that this country so desperately needs. Well, not even just this country, but around the world. Everybody, because everybody's affected by what goes on with American politics. But it's hard to create that outreach when we're being constantly silenced. It's hard to make ends meet as independent journalists when you're being constantly silenced. On Facebook right now, I'm not even allowed to share my own posts in my groups. I'm not even allowed to share my own posts. On Twitter, everything that I write that is counter narrative, counter establishment narrative, is being portrayed as sensitive content, and people can't even see the post. As Lee Camp discussed, before he began to blow up, he was averaging 5,000 followers a month, or subscribers, excuse me, a month. Tim Black, same thing. HA's been doing very well, but even him, since he hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, even he has begun to rapidly slow down inexplicably, especially because everything is ramping up. There should be really no reason that somebody like HA, whose audience is primarily conservative, and you know, they're the ones who are benefiting and probably enjoying what's going on in the political spectrum more than anybody. But yet his follow count is slowing down a little bit. On Facebook, all of us have been hit. I mean, I started my Facebook out with almost 8,000 more likes and subscribers than I did on YouTube, and I am very close to surpassing my Facebook that I took 2 years to work on, 2.5 years to work on, while being on YouTube for about a year, a little bit more, but not much longer. It's getting ridiculous. So I urge you all to go to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/mikasa. I'll post in the description below. Help us fight this. Like I said, it's hard to grow. It's hard to increase your quality and the quantity that you can produce. And if you're constantly fighting the battle of censorship, if I can't promote my videos, I can't, you know, the things that these type of things cost money. And eventually they'll choke us out to the point where we can't do this anymore, which is not what I want. None of us want that. So if you don't yet, please go join our One Follow $1 campaign. Anything helps. Just click on that Patreon link below. And not only for me, but any of your favorite independent journalists, because like I said, they're trying to shut us down. It is clearer now more than ever that they don't want us speaking up. And we need to support our independent journalists if we want to have the support we need and the information that has changed so much come 2018 election and 2020 election, two of the most important elections in the history of our country. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, find your balance. Peace.